So Toronto police say they have the video, but the mayor of Toronto denies using crack cocaine. His lawyer has been quick to say what should happen to that video next. Dennis Morris was speaking with Radio-Canada this morning.
He does not say the mayor was smoking crack cocaine. He simply says, and he uses that as a crutch, it appears to be similar to what the media has reported. And so that's why I urge the chief to release the video as soon as possible, to let the citizens decide what they see. A picture's worth 1,000 words.
Well, the gauntlet has been thrown by Rob Ford's lawyer. So what will police do with the video? For reaction, I'm joined now by Toronto Police spokesperson Mark Pugash. So, Mark Pugash, obviously Dennis Morris feels the video should be released. He's urging police to do that. Why not release the video? Clear the air.
Chief Blair's position from the beginning of this investigation, Project Traveller, for several months has been absolutely clear. The law requires us to put forward the information and the evidence that we've collected to the courts. It's up to the courts to decide what's appropriate for release. And just yesterday, the media got several hundred pages which the court had adjudicated on. That's the process. And we've said that whatever evidence we gather, we will put before the courts, and it's up to the courts to decide. That's what the law requires.
So the investigation, is this continuing ongoing so that there might be more revelations? I mean, are police still watching Rob Ford closely?
We don't discuss ongoing investigations. I'm sure you wouldn't expect me to.
Let's assume it's ongoing.
We are not. I'm not assuming anything, but our investigators are extremely efficient, highly trained. They will go where the evidence leads in any investigation. So I can't talk specifically about this, but a man was charged yesterday and he appeared in court this morning.
What's the likelihood, based on the evidence you have against Alexandro Lisi, that evidence that surfaces from that trial that could be telling one way or the other in terms of determining what happens to Rob Ford?
Well, you're asking me to speculate, and I'm not prepared to do that. We've collected evidence. We've put it before the courts. Mr. Lisi faced a new charge yesterday of extortion, and the case goes forward. He appeared in court today, and the process will unfold.
You know, I find it fascinating that you and your colleagues responded very quickly. Once Rob Ford's lawyer came out this morning and said, let's release the video, let's see it. Police, you know, this is unusual conduct for police to respond so quickly. How sensitive are you and your colleagues about some of the second-guessing that's going on as to the police investigation today?
You accept second-guessing. It comes with the job. But I think what we're seeing here is the start of what will be a concerted plan of attack against both the police investigation and the chief of police for what he did. But I can tell you, he took legal advice from two very experienced and distinguished lawyers yesterday before deciding what he was going to do. He did his due diligence, and he made sure that we had one of the most able investigators in the entire organization. I know him personally, and he is astonishingly tenacious and persistent, and he will do what is necessary following the evidence.
Now, he made it very clear, that Bill Blair did yesterday at the news conference, that whatever information that they have gathered through their investigation is not sufficient to lay charges against Rob Ford. But it was interesting when he said, as a citizen, I am disappointed. And he said, I think this is traumatic for everyone in the city of Toronto. Are there not risks in making a personal, qualitative comment like that? Because obviously Rob Ford's defense lawyer is already saying that's prejudicial.
I'm not sure what is prejudicial against, because Mr. Ford hasn't been charged with anything. Chief Blair was asked yesterday some very strong questions to give his opinions. He was also asked to discuss the evidence in the video. He refused to do that. He gave his reaction, which seems to have resonated with a lot of people.
What, given your experience, is the likelihood that people will at some point see this video?
The way to do it is to do it the way they did with the information to obtain the search warrants. The media lawyers went to court. They made their arguments. What we've seen is the release of several hundred pages. There are some redactions which are being discussed, and those additional documents will probably be released within the next 2 weeks. So there is a process. It works. And my suggestion is follow the process.
In the investigation, has Mayor Ford ever been questioned?
Chief Blair was asked yesterday. Mayor Ford has not been interviewed.
And there has been no effort to show him the video?
Well, I'm not going to go into the specifics of the investigation.
He claims that he's not seen the video, and his lawyer says as much.
Well, that's a matter for Mr. Ford. We don't discuss ongoing investigations.
Well, we'll certainly stay on this and follow it with much interest. Mark Pugash, thanks for joining us today.
You're welcome.